176 matches. Finally, it's September. The trials and tribulations of the past 6 months count for nothing. Tonight, a new season begins, and the stakes couldn't be higher. This is the time when champions arise and legends are made. Finals football is faster, harder, the mistakes get magnified, and always the ultimate prize awaits. They've known for over a month that this final was coming.
Gives us 4 games clear of 4th. Now we can plan for September.
But how do you plan for a man so electrifying? And these power forwards.
Williams comes to the football. It's Mercurial on his way.
Then there's the live one.
It would be a miracle.
And a midfield that's too hot to handle.
Touch of glass.
But the Bulldogs have their own dynamo.
Strap on your seatbelt.
Under the spotlights, it's the qualifying final. The theatre is spectacular. The atmosphere exhilarating.
Left out Taylor and put Renouf in, who's a very, as we look at the buddy boy, a very inexperienced ruckman, haven't they?
Yeah, that is it. I thought Taylor and Campbell have been a pretty good combination all year. So if Taylor is available playing the younger and lighter Renouf, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works out.
And Bucks, you reckon Crawford's a risk? He's only played 6 of the last 14 matches.
They've definitely managed him towards this particular part of the year. They wanted him ready for this game. Look, they're going to real crack at this. If they get the week's break at the other side of it, well, then it suits Shane Crawford, it suits Hawthorn.
And Lee, the other big risk they took was Stuart Dew, and he's here tonight.
Well, you know how well he kicks the footy. He doesn't look that fit to me, I've got to say, Bruce. But he's magnificent with ball in hands. He's such a penetrating kick.
Just looked at a couple of blokes there. They've got a very powerful midfield, haven't they? They really do. Is that where you reckon it's going to be won and lost?
There's no doubt. Look, the team that can get their hands on the ball out of those contested situations, both teams are very good when they run and carry, very good by foot. We know how skillful they both are. So it's going to be who gets their hands on it in those clearance and contested situations. It's going to be a real dogfight.
There's a glint in the eye, isn't there? There's a look of steel in those faces.
You know these colours pretty well, don't you?
Yeah.
In fact, you played, and the last time they played against one another in the final series. Got to go back a fair way. So Campbell plays his 100th. And the dream's still alive for Crawford. He's not the only bloke playing this weekend who wants a premiership. Harvey on the weekend. There's a few of those old guys still hanging around, aren't there?
There's 8 teams full of them.
So what about the main man? What about Buddy? What does he bring tonight?
What doesn't he bring, more to the point? I mean, he's so quick, he's strong, he's fit. He pushes up the field, and we know if he's been starved of the ball a little bit in the forward 50, that he'll push up the ground and run hard and get involved in the offence. But look, he's just been so dangerous. 100 goals in a season's been fantastic. And
Luke Hyde's just one of the most magnificent on-field organisers I've seen externally. He's tough, he's got high skill, he can play all over the field. I reckon they'll try and get him as the quarterback, but Bulldogs will be expecting that, so just maybe he'll bob up in the middle.
All the focus has been on Franklin, but you need a good foil, and that's exactly what Jared Ruffhead is. He's kicked 66 goals in the season, so none too shabby. And for him to be so dangerous is very important because it draws attention from the opposition defence.
And Cyril Rioli, we saw Joel Selwood last year was a first-year player, be a magnificent player, and Cyril Rioli playing that small forward role. He's quick, he chases hard, he's got real goal-scoring ability from those half chances, so he's been a magnificent addition.
Well, a feast of stars out there tonight. Some of the major players as the first of the finals matches is not too far away at the G on a Friday night.
Anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, the Australian Football League and our premier partner Toyota welcome you to the second qualifying final here tonight at the MCG. Would you now please join with the players and umpires as we stand for the Australian National Anthem.
finals time by that sort of roar here at the MCG. The umpires tonight, Donald and Roseberry and Ryan. And just going back to you, Tim, we were talking about Robert Murphy. A lesser-known Murphy is playing tonight. That's Tom. He played forward back in round 15, but with Gillum out tonight, that's hard to see.
Yeah, no, look, I don't think he'll go for it. I think they'll need him at the other end of the ground. And even that last game they played, their targets inside 50. I think they went to Buddy Franklin 12 times, Hawthorn. They went to Roughhead twice. They went to Tommy Murphy twice too. So
toss of the coin.
And that is a...
Brad Johnson.
Thanks, guys.
Against Robert Campbell playing his 100th. First blood for the Hawks then as we go down to Ricky Olorenshaw.
Young to Birchall. And then down the line to Saul. So the Dogs with a couple of scoring opportunities and not much to show for it. Osborne gets to half forward. And then with a penetrating kick to fall forward. Roughhead the target. Great mark. Flew early, held his position.
It's interesting. It looks like the Bulldogs are playing an 18-man zone from the kick-ins. That's not something they've done conventionally over the weeks, which allowed that sort of space for the Hawthorn guys to get through.
So on his wrong side, and that's a wayward kick by Roughhead. Strange choice. Gilby, front spot. Osborne, very good early. Bateman creating to Williams. They still haven't got him. Good smother though in the end by Crosser, who's playing in the back half. Robbed there cleverly by Rioli off Boyd. Boyd a second crack. Franklin brilliant to Roughhead, and Roughhead has missed.
Scoreboard with a major, but just haven't been able to. Just the nerves, early nerves of a final. The team that settles quickest will be able to get away to an early lead, and that's an important part of setting up a finals win.
So Cooney gets his first touch to Hargrave, Takamanis, who's got the job on Rioli, as the Ox told us. And then Acker down the line. Welsh has to wait for a while. Gets a second crack. Young over the top. Ball comes out. Cross in the middle. Well done, Crawford. Inside Ladson to Mitchell. Mitchell didn't quite get it over the top of Harbrow. Dogs with numbers, but Mitchell was terrific. And then kicks to the space, and he saw Guerra there, and then Guerra on his wrong side chips pass and finds Roughhead.
that was brilliant play there by Sam Mitchell. You're right, you called it beautifully, Macca. He did see Guerra out of the corner of his eye. It was a long, high kick. It took a long time to get there, but it had the desired effect. And just his follow-up work there too, to get back onto that play. He messed it up a little bit with that first kick, but he certainly corrected it.
47-35 from set shots so far this year. That looks good. Roughhead gets the first.
Much time and space in their back half to set up. The Hawks really have to close down on them coming out of their forward line. More forward pressure required.
Minson won the tap. Mitchell was being held just forward of the wing. Spots a man to midfield. Crawford, the veteran. He's away. Runs through midfield. Penetrating kick long towards Franklin. Reaches it over the top almost. Finds it on the ground though. And kicks a goal.
Once again, that was a great switch of play by Sam.